Okay, I just wanted to show you this case feeder that I've been working on. It's an open source design off of Thingiverse. I've done a couple modifications to it. One of the things I've worked on here is a case wipe. It's actually flexible. Sometimes you'll have a case come up and it wants to stand up, or you have like two cases stacked on top of each other. This thing is designed to hit that case and flex and push it in. I might go thicker, but the flexibility is designed so it does not bind up. And then this is the custom control box I made. We got a speed controller, and then a 5 revolutions per minute motor, and then I found some UL listed power supplies, and so everything's set up. Your motor, your LED, and your sensor here are all plugged into the box. So if there's any issues down the road, it's as simple as changing it out. I'm working on a new clamp here. This one's just a little too small. Can't quite get the bolt to line up with the threaded bushing in the back. And then this one's a little tight too. I managed to get a bolt in. I might have some plastic in there. It's hard to say, but those will get upsized. And then these connectors, or the female bodies that these go into, one of these is either gonna have to get longer or shorter. I got a little bit of metal sticking out there, but yeah, I 3D printed this enclosure, figured all the wiring up. So one more thing I gotta do, there's a third terminal on the switch. When you turn that switch on, it will light up. And then here's the speed controller. So I'm gonna shut the speed controller off. So once we turn on our power switch, it arms our LED and our photo optic sensor. So when this tube fills up, it will stop this light. And without the light, this photo sensor is not going to work. So that will actually shut off the motion of the motor. So let's go ahead and kick on our pulse width modulation, and we can control our speed. And so that's about halfway up the switch, and that's as slow as it gets. And I've never tested it at that speed, so it'll be interesting if that falls the right way. That one will, but I want to see one pointed the other direction. Because it's going so slow, it might not cross that junction fast enough, and it might fall the wrong way. Might have to put one the other way if I don't see one coming. Here we go. I'm just going to grab one and go like this. Oh, that might be a double. Oh, well, that one went. Okay. So, I'm not too sure how well this thing works at a slow speed yet. I redesigned this fulcrum plate. It actually has a bigger ramp. It really aids in the reliability if they're pointed the other way. It actually hits that little ramp and it prevents it from nosing down and stopping the case feeder. Here we go. Here's one pointed the right way that we want to check out. Oh yeah, okay, like a charm. So we're going to increase the speed now to full blast. And this thing's just crazy fast. There we go, the tube's full. You can see right there, there's a case blocking the photo optic sensor, and it's blocking that LED light from hitting the sensor. So I'll turn this back down, and basically the moment I get to going, it's going to start going too. And now it should get a couple in there. There we go. Shuts it off again. In this aspect, it's worked flawlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and deprime another case. And I'm just working away down here on my app press. Sorry everybody, my bench is a mess. But if I set this thing at full speed, I mean, I can hardly keep up with it. And so far, with this final kind of prototype setup, I mean, I've run about 1,000 cases through this unit, and I only had a couple hang-ups, due to the original hard case wipe, and I had it off for a time being, and without that case wipe, oh, I gotta hang up down here on my press. There we go. But once I put the flexible case wipe on there, I mean, it seems to go pretty good. Definitely isn't giving me any issues. And yeah, I mean, I'm just plugging away, depriming brass. And then that's a 3D printed case feeder on the left side. That's a 3D printed, basically kind of like a funnel inside the case feeder tube. So I don't ever have to switch my tube size. I just switch the insert inside of that plastic tube. And then this is kind of just a hardware store spring. And it's got a spacer here. I'm going to change that to a larger size spring. This spring is just barely big enough to fit like a 308 case through it, while it doesn't have any flex. So if you mount this and it's not perfectly on, there's a chance that, you know, that's not going to be big enough and you're going to get caught cases. So I went with a slightly smaller diameter spring coil. And see if I can catch up here. Then we'll see how long it takes to fill up this tube. Okay, 638. Okay, 640. Oh, I had one fall off the side there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see that? That case wipe just knocked a whole bunch of cases down. And usually what I find is when you're getting too many cases standing up, you want to increase the angle of the feeder. But there we go. See, the sensor works good again. And everything seems to be going pretty good. So I do need a wall here. I think there was never one in the original design. But I do think that is going to change, just because every once in a while that wipe will go to knock cases down. And then it kind of flies this way at you. I don't think that's, you know, going to be good. Even if it's a short wall with an access point here, so if a case does get stuck, you could pry in there and remove it. And so that was, I don't know, I think that was like a couple hundred cases there, and we're already empty. So this is so much faster than loading like a feed tube by hand. I mean, this little app presses. Oh, sometimes towards the end here, like the second to last case, I always have a issue here. I gotta get tuned up. So I will put that back in. Oh, no, now I'm all screwed up. Pretty cool. I don't think a guy can go any faster than that. It's about as fast as we can go. So yeah, there it is. So there's the spring. I'll have several different designs for couplers. And yeah, there you go, man.